A special KRFO interview with the new girls soccer coach for the Huskies, but by no means new to the Huskies or to Owatonna. Nate Gendron is an Owatonna High School graduate, played soccer here, and has been with the program for a bit as well. Nate, congratulations on the good news.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited to kind of step into this new role.
What has your role been up until now? Because you have worked in various capacities in the Owatonna program.
Yep. So I was the girls' JV coach, junior varsity coach, for the last 5 seasons, so working under Matt Roddy, the varsity coach. And then prior to that, I've been coaching for the Owatonna Soccer Association probably since 2007. I've been pretty involved with coaching there. So,
what is your playing background?
I've had a soccer ball at my foot ever since I was a young tyke running around. But I grew up playing in the Owatonna Soccer Association from age 10 on through the age of 18. Excuse me. And then I played for Owatonna High School as well. I was a varsity starter. I played goalie. So I played goalie and I started for varsity my sophomore, junior, and senior year. And then after high school, I played a year at Gustavus Adolphus College before I transferred to Luther. And then at Luther, I just played some club-level stuff, nothing within the Intercollegiate Athletic Association or anything.
Okay. With regard to having a soccer ball on your foot from a very, very young age, was there any special family connection to the game or just a sport that you loved from the get-go?
You know, a little bit of both. I really loved it right from the get-go, and I was really drawn in, and it helped that I had, supportive players and coaches around me. But also my older cousin has a pretty extensive background of playing college soccer as well. So I remember going, watching her play, and it kind of formed me to play too. So,
where did the interest to be a coach come from?
After I stopped playing in college, I loved the sport, and I needed something to keep me engaged with it still and keep me active because I really have a passion for soccer. So I contacted Dave Furness, who at the time was the president of the Soccer Association, and he actually had me be his assistant coach for an OSA team, and after that, I really wanted to continue with it, and so I got a few OSA teams by myself afterwards. Okay. And once I graduated, my wife and I coached a team from U11 all the way up to when they were U15 or 16.
And now coaching the high school girls, and as you mentioned, you've been working with the program for a little while. What excites you about this sort of a position of being the head coach for a varsity girls program?
From when I first started coaching, I kind of had a feeling that I wanted to coach at a varsity level. And it's really an honor to coach for Owatonna, my alma mater. But I'm excited. I think in the past, we've been a really strong contender in the Big Nine, but also the section play. And I want to continue that and play really at the highest level possible. And I want to push our players to be competitive, and I think we got some skilled group of girls right now, too, that can help out with that.
What is a reason that Owatonna has been successful? What is it about soccer in the community that has led to the teams, both boys and girls at the varsity level, being contenders?
It's really been a growing sport within the community. When I was younger, it wasn't too well known, and the association was just kind of getting started. But since then, the association has done a great job providing trainings to all their coaches and just ensuring that players play at a higher competitive level. So the club level has done a great job at that. But then high school-wise, it's maybe stretching our comfort zone a little bit, not just playing Rochester Mayo, Rochester JM, but it's playing bigger schools. Minnetonka, we've been playing them the last few years, and they have 5 teams and are skilled at every single level. So they push us physically and skill-wise. I think playing teams like that really helps us out. But then, just from a player standpoint, Owatonna is pretty unique because they allow their student athletes to be multifaceted with activities or sports. So I think that's a huge contributor as well, because our student athletes can learn so many other things from other activities that can help them be disciplined in a sport, or just enhance their skill even more so.
Talking to Nate Gendron, the new girls soccer coach for the Huskies. Matt Roddy was the coach for about a decade, and Nate has been had been in the program coaching for a good part of that time. Does Owatonna girls soccer have a certain style right now, whether it's offensive or defensive, or just a certain approach to the game? And is that anything? Is there anything along those lines that'll change that you foresee with now being the coach?
Matt had a great style of, let's maintain the ball and possess it in the midfield, and really utilize our skill throughout the middle of the field to beat other players. But then he did a great job, too, of changing that based on the opponent. So whether defensively we had to go to, do we cover their best player or their top striker, or do we do more of a transitional piece of play? Matt taught me a lot of things about formation and style of play, so I anticipate not a lot will change. The style of play and the goals for the program would be similar to what Matt had done in the past.
Couple more questions for Nate, the new girls soccer coach for Owatonna. I think you mentioned this a little bit before, and I know the team graduated a number of seniors, but for this coming fall, Owatonna will have a number of veterans back too, right?
Absolutely, yep. So we have our two goal scorers, Jordan Whalen and Grace Wolf, both returning, and they were a huge impact offensively for us last year. A few other notable names would be Kylie Fredericks, Asia Barishka, Cassie Trout was big in the defensive backfield, and then Kaya Elstead as well. So we have some key players returning, and they're going to play a significant role for the team, this season and also moving forward too.
And then is a coaching staff all set as we talk at this point here, early spring?
That's my number one priority, is to work with the new activities director, Mark Octakirk. Right now, nothing has been established, nothing has been set up. But after spring break, I hope that we can attack that head on, and we can get some coaches identified. But right now, that has not been established. No.
All right. And any other remarks or any other thoughts you want to share, Nate?
I'm really excited for this opportunity. I got a lot of passion for the sport, and even more so that I'm able to kind of give back to my home community. So, I'm just thrilled to start this new venture.
All right. Well, it should be very exciting indeed. Great to talk with you, Nate Gendron, the new girls soccer coach for OHS. And what year did you graduate from Owatonna?
I graduated from OHS in 2006.
2006, an 06 grad. Well, Nate, thanks again for the time, and the best of luck to get everything set to roll by the time fall hits.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time.
All right. Talking Owatonna girls soccer on KRFO.